It's your boy DJ Wolf here on Hump Day, August 23rd, 2017. I got a couple of things on my mind. One of the things is the NFL people are talking about an NFL boycott to get Colin Kaepernick back on the NFL team as a starting quarterback. Now, you know that depends on how well he plays. That's number one. Number two, I don't know if three teams right now is actually interested in getting Kaepernick on a team right now because he was second string when he left the San Francisco 49ers. Now, the reason, of course, we all know that they're trying to get Kaepernick back on the NFL team is because of the fact that my understanding, he actually left the 49ers, but then again, there was rumors saying that he got dropped by him. So I don't know which is true or which is not. I can't actually confirm that yet. I'll try to confirm it later. Anyway, the case is, black people thinking that Kaepernick, by people boycotting the NFL, is going to get Kaepernick back on the NFL team. You don't boycott just to get him back on the NFL team. Which to me, if he's not that good, or if he's not as good as he needs to be, what's boycotting going to do? You want to get him back on the NFL team, or are you trying to get him back on the NFL team because you feel he needs another chance because he's not that great, or you trying to get him back on the NFL team because of his stance? Because my understanding, he actually didn't get dropped by the NFL or by our 49ers, although they were. I think that they were looking to do that, but he hadn't got picked up. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I supported and fully supported what Kaepernick did, and along with my home team, Cleveland Browns, who I'm not, a real big fan of, but to be honest, but I supported what they did, despite what Coach Hugh Jackson said about it. But as far as boycotting, the boycotting is not going to do any good. It's not going to stop people from watching the NFL. All right? I think right now, to support Kaepernick as a symbolism for the black struggle, I support that. I'm not going to go out and waste my time trying to boycott the entire NFL for that. No, I'm not. I'm not. I stand firm on what Kaepernick did, though, all day. You're not going to stop it, because if you boycott the NFL, you guess what else you got to start boycott? NFL and all of their sponsors, including NFL gear, all NFL merchandise, their beer companies, the shaving companies, the vacation spots, the stadiums, everything they sell for the NFL. You don't have to boycott all of it. You might as well boycott everything, but it takes a lot of time. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, boycotting, if you're going to boycott, you got to boycott everything and anything to do with the NFL. And I doubt that happens. I doubt that there will be a serious coalition on it. I'd be surprised if it is. But I doubt if it gets to that point, because people aren't going to, go through that resource to do all of that, to boycott to get this one player back on the NFL. What good is it going to do to get him back on the NFL team anyway if he's not playing good? You see what I'm saying? Do you think Kaepernick is that good of a player to boycott to get him back on the NFL team? You got to think about that. But I don't think we're really thinking about it as well thought out. But I do stand firm on what he's protesting. One thing I do like about that is a welcoming change is the fact that there is a white football player that's in solidarity with the stance on the national anthem, and he's with the Cleveland Browns currently. So there is a change. There's a tide coming. There's changing the stance, and not just with players, but by players of color and players of non-color. Which I think is a good thing, because people are recognizing that injustice is injustice, regardless of what color you are. I give them credit for that. But as far as going through a boycott of the NFL for Kaepernick because of his stance, I'm telling you right now, it's not going to fly. It's not going to fly, because if you're going to boycott the NFL, you have to boycott them all the way around. Like I said, you can't go to the games, you can't watch them on TV, and you can't support their sponsors, because NFL has dozens of sponsors. If you're going to do a boycott, it has to be a mass boycott. You either going to go all the way or don't go at all. But I don't think it's going to stop people from watching the NFL. That boycott is going to be a moot point. It is. I think, truthfully, now I think about it, because you got so many people you have to boycott around the NFL that are sponsors of the NFL. It's going to take a lot of major resources and a lot of major people to do it. But I doubt it happens. For the boycott to be a successful boycott, if it's even worth it, the effort at this point, the entire NFL franchises would have to stop playing football. Period. That would completely shut it down. But I doubt that happened. I doubt it. For a number of reasons. One of them, because you got too many players, making that too many big money to be boycotting anything. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. And I think at this point it'd be stupid to boycott the NFL anyway, because you got too many sponsors that you got to deal with to boycott. You would have to completely shut down the NFL's money force, which is the sponsors. And the merchandise in order for that boycott to even be effective. That's why I say it's not going to happen. It would fail. It would fail. And I'm not wishing nothing bad on people that boycott. I support, you boycott, but you got to boycott with a purpose. Because like I said, if Kaepernick doesn't bode well for the team that you try to get him on as a result of boycott, it's not going to do you. It's going to be a waste of time. So let me get off that subject. Let me get on another subject for another sports team. My hometown, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Last night announced that the Ford, I think Ford point guard, I forgot. But Kyle Irving is officially going to become a Boston Celtic at the beginning of the season. Yeah, you heard it right. Kyle Irving, who was one of the leading scorers of the Cavaliers team, and one of the higher scorers in the NBA. One of the top players in the NBA that the Cavaliers had next to LeBron James, is going to be going to the Boston Celtics. And Cleveland will be getting Isaiah Thomas. This Isaiah Thomas, not the old Isaiah Thomas, but the Isaiah Thomas who played for Boston. They'll be getting him along with two other players. They'll be getting I think they're going to get a veteran player. I forgot the guy's name, and a rookie in addition to him. So Cleveland Cavaliers got sort of a good deal of the stick, but defensively, he's not great. But Kyle Irving, I think, is a better player than. Personally, I think he's a better player than Thomas. I'll be honest. He's a better player than Isaiah Thomas. He's taller than Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas can shoot his ass off, though. But so can Kyrie Irving. And Kyrie Irving is a major clutch player. I'm going to tell you right now, he might help bring the Celtics to prominence, and he'll probably likely be starting, which would be good. because then he can face off against LeBron James. The other rumor about that is LeBron James, after this season coming up, maybe heading out to the West Coast, which is why I kept telling people for the last 3 years. I said, if he don't go this go round, he'll probably be taking his career to the West Coast. And the rumor mill had it from sources from the DMV all the way back to my home state, already saying that his wife wants to move to California. Just like she told him a few years ago when his wife wanted to move back to Ohio. You know, I guess living in Ohio wasn't so great for him at this point because, you know, and the rumor mill was because and I don't know if that's true or not. It's just alleged that I guess relatives will start to get on the nerves. You know how that goes when you get a little fame and fortune, and people started jumping on, I need this, I need that, you know, that kind of deal. So in any case, that's probably what happened. In any case, that's probably what happened. So probably got on them nerves and said, well, we're going to go to the West Coast instead. You know. But I figured that, though, because LeBron actually has a couple of, he's an executive producer for a couple of TV shows and stuff. He got some major irons in the fire after he leaves the NBA, already planted down, you know, for his retirement in a number of years, which I can understand, you know. And one of the things he has is he's an executive producer of a Starz series called Survivor's Remorse, which is about a basketball star in the NBA, ironically, and his ups and downs, you know, and his successes and failures as a ball in the NBA. But I'm thinking likely he probably was going to the Lakers. I would not be a bit surprised. I wouldn't be a bit surprised at all, because it's almost tailor-made for him now. At this point, you know, he's already got his foot, you know, in the door in LA, and all he got to do is move up to LA. He can walk right in, and that's been a rumor too, because with the ball, Levon Ball, I think is his name, and he's actually going to be an LA Laker starting this season. So then I could probably see why, you know. So we get him in, and then probably get LeBron in, you know, maybe fine, man, you know. Yeah, I can hear him talk about it already. They already talking about it, but I said, who knows, man? You know, it's August, and things can still happen with that. So, but yeah, but I talked to people, my people and family up in Ohio for the last year or two about the Cavaliers, and they were saying, like, yeah, you know, we think LeBron was the thing with the win that they had was a fluke. I heard people down here say the same thing. They said it was bullshit. I kind of don't really believe that, because Kyrie Irving is a great player, and LeBron James is too. But you never know, man. Because it is amazing that they only won that one, and they could have won two. And somehow or another, they came down from 3-1. This year, they got whooped 3-1 in the series. So, man, who knows? Who knows? You know. But in any case, that's all I got right now. This is DJ Wolf. Of course, questions or comments I can be reaching for All to Hear TV on YouTube, for All to Hear on Twitter, for All to Hear at gmail.com, and for All to Hear on Facebook. Matter of fact, if you correspond to me, make sure you put the number 2 in for All to Hear. Also, I'm on DJ Wolf Online at yahoo.com and DJ Wolf Live on Facebook. Alright, guys, this is DJ Wolf. Of course, let's see here. This is DJ Wolf. That's all I got to say right now. I was going to do a podcast last night. I was just too exhausted. I'm going to try to do one later this week. I'm been saying that, but I'll give you a definite answer, and what I may do is do another Hangouts or something. And I'll probably try to predate it, so I'll make sure I'll make a note of it so I can get it in. All right, guys, this is DJ Ward.